Hello, it's 10:59 p.m. This is my last video, and it'll be tomorrow morning already by the time the video uploads. Well, it'll be early tomorrow morning. But my face has been feeling oily lately, and tomorrow I have to go back on the streets. So I'm glad that I'm feeling sleepy and hopefully gonna get some more sleep tonight. And I'm been scared about not having a place to get to take a bath or a shower once I'm back on the streets. Difficulty with transportation, and they have people actually believe. Like, I've seen numerous comments, of people who believe that homeless people deserve to be punished. You know, that homeless people deserve to be punished with, staying in a FEMA camp. So it is not racist to point out that the outrage that Joe Biden is taking care of the illegals being brought up in here and putting them in hotels, giving them jobs and stuff. But that's been going on for a long time. And a lot of people are outraged about that because Echo Park in Los Angeles, they have a protest with them forcing homeless people out of the encampments at Echo Park in Los Angeles. And so, protests always make me scared and afraid. I'm really scared and afraid of protesting and stuff. And so I feel kind of disappointed that I've been trying to reach out to invisible people. I try to reach out to invisible people, and because I was trying to give them the idea to connect with homeless targeted individuals and bring that to awareness. But I don't know if they're afraid to touch on the targeted individual and gang stalking topic. So I would love for us homeless targeted individuals to reach, if some of us can pull together and demand, even if it's a YouTube live interview or some kind of social media live interview, to bring it to more attention, of the homeless, targeted individuals and our suffering and how we're forced to be homeless and everything we're forced to go through. But I'm wondering if they're afraid to touch on that topic. But it almost kind of made me feel like I just don't want to be supportive of that organization anymore if they keep ignoring us. I don't know about other people, but I see a lot of targeted individuals. They follow invisible people, but targeted individuals are usually loners, and they're not even your stereotypical homeless. So we targeted individuals are treated like invisible people, and they criminalize the targeted life, and they criminalize homelessness. And if you're a targeted individual and you get condemned or punished about something, they over exaggerate the condemnation and punishment. whatever punishment and persecution you get is like magnified and over exaggerated and bogus, and then you to the point of shocking, and then you scratch your head and you can't even get closure to try to wrap your head around why did they go so far to go extra great lengths to blow things out of proportion and punish you extra hard, worse than they do of regular people. So y'all know damn well the government is not even concerned about homeless. They're not even trying to help us. You know, their solution is to criminalize and eliminate us. And a lot of homeless people, whether they know it or not, a lot of homeless people are victims of human trafficking. And it's feeling like, you know, my heart goes out to the people who can't cope, and as a result of their traumatic situation from Masonic abuse or satanic ritual abuse or cult abuse or domestic violence or whatever situation, or narcissistic abuse, any kind of abuse that they're going through, and they can't wrap their head around what they went through. And then not all of them turn to drugs or alcohol, but that's the freaking stereotype that the media puts out there, you know. But there's a lot of us who don't do drugs or alcohol. So, I mean, the Bible has a lot of verses that speak on oppression of the poor. And it's like, before I even became a Christian or knew the Bible, people always wonder, you know, why I was such a generous and giving person when I do have extra to give away, you know. So they make it like I'm doing something wrong by saying that I'm too nice, you know. And excuse me for being disrespectful. They make talking about using your kindness for weakness and stuff like that, you know. So it's like, I'm the type of person that if I had more riches, as much as people treat me mean, but I would still be the type of person to try to, you know, give back and try to, you know, even the biological brother Wyatt, he tried to say in like years ago, like in 2005, right after Hurricane Katrina, he also brainwashed other family members to manipulate me and use me and take advantage of me and stuff. And my nephew John's girlfriend, Riri, she said that, oh yeah, Wyatt even said that you're stupid and give away all your money. And I don't give away all my money and stuff like that. But I said, Wyatt, why would you go and lie on me and say that I'm stupid and give away all my money? He's like, oh no, I didn't say that. Riri twisted my words. I didn't say that. I was just saying, you know, you're a very nice person and you donate to charity and stuff, you know. I'm like, nigga, you lying. So I know he would say something like that. That old Candy's stupid and she'll give away all her money. But no, they all bully and threaten me out of my money. Like after Hurricane Katrina, you know, certain family members bullied and threatened me out of my FEMA money. I mean, whatever money I got, they were bullying and threatening me out of my student loan money, my FEMA money, Red Cross, whatever, you know. Never allowed to get to have anything for myself. I could never have much of any self-pleasure. So, you know, people try to think I'm bizarre or weird because they're like, well, Candy, you give away too much and stuff like that, or you give too much. But the money the way I'm living now, if any money is donated to me, I would use it on hotel room and um, food, laundry, um, you know, anything that I need, toiletries. But I mean, that's if I don't have any of my Social Security money left over, you know. So I try to get jobs. Y'all know who blocked that. Well, they have a school bus shortage that they desperately need people. But I'm not going to go out of my way and bust my ass to fill out the difficult job application plus pay $84 for like an extensive background check and go through all those hoops and go through all that just for that job to be taken away. Plus, I've been still suffering sleep deprivation, and I don't want to put the children in danger by my sleep deprivation. So that job is totally out of the question. But if it weren't for my situation, I would totally love to take on that job opportunity. So it's like I'm sick and tired of games being played with my life. My life being played with, and other people too. I'm sick of other people's lives being played with. If I was the type of person who got to live my personal American dream that I grew up wanting to live, I would have been the type of person who would open up mega shelters and have the shelters to be more of a haven and not a prison. I mean, I would have, like, even 2006 and 2007, I was thinking about something like that, but it's like people like me are saying, like, any of my charitable ideas or ideas of wanting to do good or help people, narcissistic abusers will say that that's illogical, incoherent, irrational, don't make sense. But everything I do or say is illogical, irrational, incoherent, don't make sense. Nobody's gonna listen to me, nobody's gonna believe me, and everything like that. Oh, and I also spend the money donated to me on, I don't much need clothes, but transportation, whether it be Uber, cab, bus, or whatever. Well, bus is out the question now, but it's like, I don't even know if it's permanently over for me, or if there's any more hope or another chance at a job opportunity. And people do not have the right to take away my right to work. So all these jobs lie just to look good, and lie and say that they don't discriminate. Yes, they do discriminate, because if y'all weren't discriminate, y'all wouldn't do workplace mobbing, workplace bullying, blacklisting, and stuff like that. But y'all do it so covertly that y'all wouldn't get caught. That's why they want to exercise their so-called fake right to refuse to hire you, or they will fire you without telling you, because they hide their true reason, discriminatory reason, because that's why they try to make it like they have a right to fire you for no reason. But if you workplace mob, or you refuse to hire, or if you try to drive a person to quit, then that is workplace discrimination. I mean, people try to insinuate that I have the most inappropriate and worst and bizarre behavior in the world. that y'all think that I don't have the right to participate in society, and y'all same people pretend to be fake concerned when I'm locked up in my, whatever home I'm living in. If I isolate and stay locked in the house all day, y'all have a problem with that too. So, if I'm isolated and by myself, at least I'm not bothering anybody. But y'all say I'm bothering people because you can't control me the way that you want to. So, I'm scared to have to go in the future with being forced to take a cab, and then I bought new shoes because of the idea of, I don't want to stay downtown all day every day, you know. So I figured if I train myself to walk, 3 hours, and then spend time at a certain place, and then go walk back, because I don't like staying downtown all day, and then being in certain places. If I walk to a certain place 3 hours and then walk back, that's about the most I can do, because I cannot walk to my storage unit from either here or downtown because it's too far. So, I don't even need to go to my storage unit every week, but I mean, the from my storage unit to downtown is like $20 or $30 for a one way. So, but it's crazy that from here to my storage unit to downtown, it's like $60, and I don't have money for that, you know. So I don't know, and that's why when Alex tried to, you know, I felt like he ran me out of Pensacola because he tried to torment and bully me and try to block me from riding the buses. And then my only solution was to leave Pensacola. And when I went to Mobile, Alabama, I didn't realize that I was going to encounter the problem that you couldn't be homeless there. So, and then I'm just encountering more problems with being just eliminated from place after place after place, and it's getting worse and increasing. And sometimes I'm being like banned from certain places without explanation. Even in Los Angeles and New Orleans as well, being banned from somewhere, and not even, I don't have to act out or get mad or anything like that. I mean, I can be a customer and sit down and eat some food, and then go use the bathroom, and then get kicked out of a place without a reason. And this was before I even realized I was targeted. I had this weird stuff happening to me, you know. So me wearing this dress and my sneakers, I look obvious homeless. I carry my bag and I look, if I carry more than one bag, I look obvious homeless. If I have a sleeping bag, I look obvious homeless, and then get treated with discrimination. But it is not true that all homeless people are troublemakers, you know. But I heard that the Freemasons and the mainstream media put out that false narrative that, homeless people, I guess if you haven't sold your soul to the devil, that you're a mental patient, you're crazy, you're a troublemaker, something's wrong with you, and all that, you know. So I'm scared of the future, scared of not getting to take a bath, scared of being going hungry, scared of starvation. As I said, my stimulus check is just about gone, and I'm the idea of being considered a nuisance or wearing out your welcome. If if my phone is dead and it take me like 3 hours or more to try to charge my phone, I would need more time than that. And I'm sick of eating the same food, you know, all the time. But it's like it would mess up your health to eat Taco Bell and Wendy's and McDonald's all the time. And they're not even cheap no more, So, and it seems like every time you go to mainstream fast food, you get perked really bad and treated the worst customer service and stuff like that. You know, I'm just trying to figure out how to survive, and people are purposely ignoring my books. They think I'm a poor quality writer and stuff like that. You know, or that I mean, or they think that my writing doesn't make sense. And but y'all, the same people who do magic and witchcraft and enchantments and all that, occultic and new age. So it's like it's harder now to try to fight to survive without selling your soul, and try to fight to survive without getting frustrated and discouraged and giving up and doing something crazy to yourself. You know, trying to have some encouragement despite being weary and tired and beat down and at wit's end. You know, it's like they criminalize homeless and they fine and jail and criminalize people for being supportive and nice and helping homeless, the same way that people who help target an individual, whether target is homeless or not, people who are supportive and help a target get brutalized. So, you know, it's like I don't know what I'm trying to figure out. What can I do to make my own money and survive? Because the money I'm living off of is, not enough for us. A lot of us on Social Security and SSI, and there's not really much of any affordable housing. The government wants us to be homeless and eliminated. Biden didn't even, or Trump, none of them thought about, you know, permanent help, a permanent solution with the damn stimulus checks, but they want to give, money to foreign aid with the stimulus rather than helping their own people, you know. So I've heard about homeless people already disappearing, being human trafficked, being sold for meat in McDonald's, human meat in McDonald's. I heard it come from, targeted and trafficked homeless people, cloning, MK Ultra, and all this shit. It's really crazy. I don't care. It's the truth. It's mind boggling, and difficult to cope with. To realize that this is that I mean how people are evil beyond comprehension, and these are your leaders and supposed authority figures who you have to obey, that they demand more worship than God himself. or they demand to be worshipped more than God, you know, and they don't deserve your worship. Biden and Trump, they don't deserve your worship. You know, celebrities don't deserve your worship. Or Beyonce and all them, they don't deserve your worship. You know, so I'm really panicking and scared of the idea of not knowing how to survive when times get harder, and it's when we're in a real tribulation or real persecution, real elimination and stuff like that. You know, that Bill Gates wants over 90% of the world to be eliminated and depopulated. He wants over 90% of the world dead, and he think that shit is funny, and nobody's going after him. You know, so you know, I'm gonna keep on standing up for the truth. And once I said that, now you wanna take away. I'm trying to make like I'm using too much my storage space. So before I go, please help any way you can. I have my financial links in the description box. You know, my the stimulus check is just about gone because they purposely made everything more expensive. So whatever help I can get, thanks and bye.